In 2023, we were blessed with what must be the best looking game that Nintendo has ever published with Metroid Prime Remastered, and the suits that Samus wears are without a doubt the stars of the show. This power suit is a beautiful recreation of the original. It uses the same rig for old and new animations, but the model itself is completely redone with remade textures, and there are distinct geometric features, like the orange hip guards and hand, that make it unique from the original down to the polygons. The visor is more pronounced and opaque with a nice hexagonal texturing on the glass, which is a wholly new trait to Samus's suits. We still have Samus's face visible at all times, and she looks very reminiscent of her Dread appearance. The hand echoes back to how Other M designed Samus's armored hand with more joints. Only here it's far more three-dimensional with the armor extending beyond those joints and her knuckles. The suit seems to have a mix of matte and reflective finishes, and it's insane to even be able to tell that. The designers really aced this recreation, adding in subtle new details that only help make this design even stronger than the original. And of course, the model quality is insane. I'm going to bring back what I said about the original version of this suit and say what an absolute thing of beauty. Much like the Power Suit, the Varia Suit in Metroid Prime Remastered is a gorgeous and authentic recreation of the original with an updated model, textures, and even new animations. None of these suits are one-to-one with the originals, and that's a good thing. The chestplate isn't a whole block of armor, but is segmented, and the colors of the suit are just stunning. The shoulders and knee joints have slightly adjusted geometry, and each edge of armor plating is three-dimensional rather than just textured. The arm cannon has also received this treatment, consisting of more interlocking pieces rather than a complete block. A misconception I want to clear up is the, well, rear again. The butt shape here was always in the original design, but it was nowhere near as obvious as it is here. I'm not that big of a fan of this. If you want to bring attention to this area, just make it bigger like in Dread. Despite that, this is without a doubt the highest quality Varia Suit model of all time. And I think this is the suit that we see in the image that Retro Studios put out a while back. Blue lights! Okay, with that out of the way, the Gravity Suit in Metroid Prime Remastered actually changes a couple of things compared to the original. The lights on the shoulders are now more obvious than before, with them being visible from the front and back with ease. The biggest thing to take note of is the darker purples being added to the legs and hand instead of being the same purple for the entirety of the suit. This is reminiscent of the Gravity Suit from Samus Returns. It makes the blue lights on these dark areas stand out more, and it's better than just being a complete hue change. This does highlight exactly why I would like for white to replace gold on the inner armor of Samus's suits. The gold clashes with the cooler blue and purples, and the red is already there to act as a contrast, so it feels like it lacks that neutral foundation. But then again, it wouldn't be authentic to the original, which is the priority here, and so white would feel way out of left field. I also way prefer the more indigo coloring compared to the purple of the mainline games. This is undoubtedly a case where my tastes have changed over time, but that doesn't stop me from saying that this Gravity Suit is beautiful. The recreated Phazon Suit for Metroid Prime Remastered feels like it's truly able to execute on its aesthetic because of the hardware upgrade. The silver and black are easier to distinguish, even in darker areas, and the silver of the body is considerably shinier than previous suits thanks to the reworked reflective surface and bright finish. It gives it that more obviously metallic look. The original Phazon Suit had this trait too, but it is just simply done better and more convincingly here. The suits in Remastered as a whole takes the environment and lighting more into account, and so it adds that connectivity between Samus and the world, which is what Metroid Prime is all about to begin with. It's more noticeable with the Phazon Suit though, given the black coloration allows it to shift more dramatically, becoming dark and red in the impact crater while considerably brighter in Phendrana drifts. The reflective core stands out from the matte finish of the black armor, which is more in line with the prior suits. It's a nice dynamic. The visor is more defined this time round, with the actual shape of the visor being visible. The lights are also a lot more solid and bright too, and even the booster exhausts can look like they're red hot. The Phazon Suit feels like the most upgraded out of the suits in Remastered, and the overall quality of the model itself is just exquisite.